All right. So we've got another reaction video for you today here on the Talking Shit podcast. Obviously, I am Dr. Evil.
Mrs. Evil.
Yep, aka Up Your Ram. A viral clip is going around, and we thought that it might be interesting to kind of break this down. Well, before I saw the clip, I had a preconception of what I thought I was going to see. And then I saw what I saw. So without further ado, we're going to get into this video right quick, and then we're going to have the discussion. Modern woman rejects nuclear physicist. Let's give a listen.
Hi.
What
Hi.
are you reading?
Yeah, I was actually reading. I ship out in a few days, so I was just reading The Art of Strategy.
Okay.
For the military?
Yeah, so actually I'm a nuclear physicist for the Navy.
No.
So I do that in a few days.
Okay.
How old are you?
I am 27. I look a little young. I'm not that young.
Let me ask you this, right? Do you think that him holding the book up and then putting it down when he pops up, do you think that he actually was sitting there reading the book? Or do you think that some of that was for show?
It came off as for show.
Yeah,
I don't
feeling.
doubt that he enjoys reading, especially with his profession. Because you could say nerd, and I don't mean that in a bad way, because we're a house of nerds.
Nerds, right?
So it's not meant as derogatory.
Yeah, you look young.
So where do you live?
So I'm actually in the Woodlands, Texas right now. Right down there by Houston. I'm about 30 minutes away from Houston, so I'm a little close.
Oh, nice. Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourself.
Man, where do I start? I like martial arts a lot. I did a bit of pharmacy back when I was a little bit younger.
You kind of catch the fact that in the same sentence he's talking about martial arts and then goes right into pharmacy.
That confused me the first time I saw it, but
Yeah.
I needed to listen to the rest
Right.
to make sure.
All right, we'll come back to this.
Yeah. I think we need to see the whole thing.
3 years ago, I got certified at pharmacy around when I was 17. I didn't really do anything with it. I went to university for a while. I was getting like a business degree, so I have a bachelor's in business. And then I did pharmacy for a little while, for about 3 years, and then got bored. So I was like, let's go see what the military.
Yo, they roasting this kid. And the host of this show, she's all about that roasting Elvis son.
has to offer. Didn't do anything. I did my PyCat about a year ago. Got a 96 on that. It goes up to a 99. Got a 96. They offered me nuclear physics, and I was like,
maybe not
why the
this
fuck
year.
not? So I went there, and ship out in a few days.
Oh, okay, nice. Well, best of luck as you ship out pineapples.
Now, for those of you that don't know the premise of the pineapple show, pineapple is the safe word to get him up out of here.
Yeah. Why?
Because he literally didn't tell me any qualities about himself. He's just like, I made a 96 on this. I did this. And I feel like I did that at first too. But however, I need a man with some personality.
You felt that quick? You know you didn't have personality?
Yes, I'm really good at reading people.
Okay.
All right, so I have some thoughts about this. You were saying you were talking about the nervousness.
Yeah, I thought that he was very nervous, and I looked at this as almost speed dating. Like, you know, you see in the movies and people are sitting at the table, and you get 2 minutes to talk to the person and try to impress them. And then you're going to magically form this connection within 2 minutes. Probably not. That's not going to happen. So this is just the YouTube version of it. And then what was the other thing that I was saying? Oh, that in that speed dating scenario, it's an elevator pitch. So for him, I believe that he's trying to find things that impress her, or probably didn't even really rehearse it or know what he was going to say. The schooling part is impressive, to get a mate. I don't think so, but it's a 10-second elevator pitch.
Right.
And she's not into that.
Right. Well, I know that the judgment is going to be, she's going to be negatively judged for this.
Mhm.
I haven't seen too many reviews of this to this point, and I wanted to make sure that I got my own impression of who she was, because obviously it's easy to just dump on the modern woman and all of the expectations and the delusions and things of that nature. We've seen this with thousands of women that have gone on Kevin Samuels live streams and made fools of themselves.
Yeah, but what are you looking for in that elevator pitch? Which elevator pitch is going to grab you?
Right.
So if you're on that platform, it seems like the point is to reject 99% of the people who come on, because who is going to say the exact thing that you want to hear to not reject them within those 2 minutes? Nobody's going to.
Yeah, that's a good
Or it's not
point.
very likely. So I'm not mad at her for doing it. That's the platform. That's how it was created.
Right. And I think that it kind of reinforces the women are the employers and the hiring managers of the dating arena, and it's up to the man to come in on his hands and knees and try to find all of these elaborate ways to get an answer that is probably still no, but maybe not so mean. Maybe the no is not going to be so mean.
A little softer.
I kind of agree with the woman here.
Okay.
The reason being is that she was right on the money when she says, "Tell me something about you." And the first thing that he talks about is all of the accomplishments that really don't have a whole lot to do with who you are as a human being. In fact, he even said, "Hey, I got bored doing this." And then they said, "I'm good at that, so I'll just do that." That doesn't really show a lot about your soul as a man. I believe that he was trying to do everything that he could to appeal to the broadest group of women that he possibly can. I believe that he does have interests. He does have interesting things going on. But he knows, like I know, that the vast majority of women don't really give a shit about who he is as a person, what kind of soul he has. They want to know, what is your money-making potential? What is your potential to protect me if there's a bump in the night? And I think that when him mentioning the martial arts stuff was kind of a signal, like, I can protect you. While I will see where a lot of other people are going to come from on the subject, I think that she deserves a bit of grace, because a man should be more than his ability to protect and provide. And if she says that she needs a man with some kind of personality, I believe that from what she saw, there wasn't enough for her to feel comfortable considering him, because he really did seem like a box of off-brand Frosted Flakes.
What are you looking for in the 2 minutes? Who is going to say the magical thing that's going to grab you instantly?
But if she asks you, "Tell me about you," and you say, and you get a full minute, and you say nothing in a minute about you, like you said, the elevator pitch is normally between 15 and 30 seconds. He had a full minute. At least answer the question. He didn't even answer the question.
No, well, that's on him.
Yeah, and that's kind of like how how I feel about this, right?
Whatever.
And the thing is, like, most of the time, I'm definitely going to side with men on a lot of these issues. And like I said, in his defense, he knows what we know as far as the women that we've come across, the women that I've dealt with, the women that we've dealt with together, and we kind of understand what it is that a lot of them are going to require. A lot of them don't really want to hear about your hobbies and those things. They just want to hear about how what you bring to the table can benefit their life. When he mentioned that he's a nuclear physicist, you're talking top 10% in intelligence in the country.
Right, but you have like that guy who is super smart, yes, and still young.
Yeah.
He's not even 30.
Yeah.
And then you have someone who is on a speed dating YouTube channel.
Right, and that's why I think she's getting a lot of blowback.
Yeah.
Right. I would be nodding my head in agreement, but I just didn't. I think that he, like, for all of his intelligence, he failed to answer the fucking question.
Yeah. He's not even 30. He chose to go on the show.
Yeah.
And put himself out there.
Mm-hmm.
Learn your lesson and move on.
The modern woman it's kind of taken on a derogatory connotation in that the modern woman is expecting the moon and the stars, and then when you give them the galaxy, they still say no. And I think that that's how people are reading it.
I mean, I can see that. His profession is impressive. God, I couldn't get that word out. Goodness gracious. It is impressive, but he is a scientist. For scientists and most more intelligent humans, how are our social skills?
Right.
Not so good.
Yeah, that's a good fucking point, because, you know, one of the things that I've seen, and this is where modern women will take a demerit, is that they'll say, I need a guy that's making 100,000, 150, 200, 350,000, $500,000. If you've ever watched the Frauds in Florida, when they talk to women, some of them women are like, I need a guy that makes at least $5 million a year, all this stuff. But it's like, do you have any idea what it takes for these men to be able to accomplish those things? Like, if you want a guy that, you know, your ears perk up, oh, a nuclear physicist, what the fuck do you think he's going to be doing for most of his time?
Yeah. You're socially awkward. That's what it is. When you were in school, in math class or science class, the one who got all the A's was not the popular one.
I know. I was that guy.
They didn't know how to talk to people. This time he's 27 years old instead of 17.
Right. You know, maybe she is asking a little bit too much because, like you said, like, what do you think you're going to be doing? Yeah.
No, but I think that they're just not compatible.
And that's why I don't think that it's fair to get on her.
That's all.
That's exactly why I feel like it's unfair to get on her, because she said, I need a man with personality. Well, if she then comes back and says, I need a guy who's a nuclear physicist after turning one down,
I think she wants
now
the
we got a
more
problem.
extroverted one that's less awkward, and that's not him.
Right.
And they're not compatible, and you move on.
Yeah.
Now, hopefully he doesn't do another one of these, because I think they're a waste of his time.
Yeah. I also hope, sir, if you ever watch this, get in, learn everything you need to learn, and get the fuck out of the military. If you're a nuclear fucking physicist, seriously, you need to be out there with some sort of private contractor making mondo money. I mean, buco bucks. Don't waste your whole life in a career in the military. You're too smart for that, and you deserve to be rich. He's probably going to be appealing to many more women than that. But it also, again, it kind of underscores the fact that you have a group of women out there who will see a guy with potential, and they'll, all right, let's do this together and let's build something together. Very much like how when we got together, right?
Yeah, but he's not going to find her there. Not in those avenues. It depends on where he is looking.
Or it could be that, again, like you said, he's awkward. He's not forward like that. He's not in the club or approaching women on the street or on the laundromat or anything like that.
Maybe laundromat.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But he might just go in there, wash his clothes, and go home.
Yeah.
Right.
Or it might be someone in his profession.
What do you guys think in the comments section? Do you think that he should have gotten more time to plead his case? Do you think that he wasted his fucking time, as you said, going on a show like that? Whatever your opinions are, please leave them in the comments down below, and we'll catch you in the next one.